people, and welcome. It is Wednesday night here on the World of Football YouTube channel, and you know what that means. That means we're here to pick our weekly NFL games. It's week 11, 15 games to talk about this week, guys. I saw the live chat was already hopping before we even came on. Appreciate you guys coming in, checking in. A little bit of a delay tonight, only 15 minutes, so hopefully that didn't throw anybody else off. I'm just thrown off this week between all of our announcements we've had regarding our relationship with the Michigan Arsenal. We got some cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Very excited to share that with you guys this week. And yeah, so no big announcements tonight. So I'll get that right up front. You guys don't have to worry. There's nothing special coming. But I will introduce the other two stooges to my Curly of the three stooges. Doing this on the fly. Well, let's start with the Mo. And that's my dad, Randy. How you doing, Mo?
Spread out.
Yeah, I figured you would like a impromptu Three Stooges reference. But
next week it'll be the Marx Brothers.
I mean, we don't have enough snows for that show. I mean, well, I guess if we got Kyle on there, Kyle's essentially the Zeppo Marx. Not Zeppo. Yeah, Zeppo. Yep. Kyle's pretty much Zeppo Marx.
There you go.
Google that reference if you guys don't understand it. But let's get to the shemp of this podcast. You didn't know which stooge I was going to go with. That's my brother, Aaron, a.k.a. the shemp of the crew. How's it going, bud? We barely ever see you. How's it going?
I don't know how to react to that introduction, so.
Trust me, the fact that I wing this every week, it shocks myself, and it's never great. So, hi, everybody in the live chat. I see Hawkeye07 says, sup, bud? Sup? Your kid's birthday party was a lot of fun the other day. C-Dog in the chat. Hi, C-Dog. How's it going? I see people have already made their picks, so just so you're aware, as I scroll back through, Real Lancaster City Dragon Rats, I screenshot your picks from the live chat, so you should be okay. I'll make sure Randy gets it and plugs that in. But yeah, guys, you know how it works around here. We go and make picks for all the NFL games. You guys leave them in the comment section. Usually when the video is posted, if you put them in the live chat, I'll try to catch it. Or just remind us in one of our posts that you guys dropped it in the live chat. We'll make sure to get that and add it to our list. And Shemp has made some bold picks that have gone his way lately. Yes, he did. I'd say everything's coming up Shemp, but I think everything's coming up Mo lately. But glad that everybody's doing good in the chat. Yeah, crazy. Then I had conferences tonight for the kiddo at school. My first conferences because I missed last year because of the Grey Cup. So this year I got to go into the conferences, which was not what I thought it would be. Essentially, it could have been an email situation, but we don't have to talk about conferences, guys. Let's talk about how everybody did last week. That's right. What a segue by me. Here's how everybody did. We had 5 people go 10-4 last week, that being Randy, Cringe, nice seeing you towards the top, Royce, Leonard, and Dale. Then at 9-5, we had V. Barry, Mike Dolph, Jimmy, a.k.a. Lancaster Dragon Rats. I know we can't fit all that in one spreadsheet. Randy just isn't capable of doing that. Then Mike. Oh, yeah, I already said Mike was in there. So those are the 9-5 guys. 8-6, C-Dog, Hawkeye07. And then, little boy, at least for 500 there, Shemp. You, me, Mr. Nosy Otter, and B. Lewis all coming in at 7-7. Yikes. A bit of a rough week, but at least we're even last week. But that leads us into how we're all doing on the season, and just taking Dad. This is how Dad screenshot. I didn't get time to reorganize it because he does it weird. Hawk at 07, right below Randy. Randy can't even type correctly. But Randy and Hawkeye 07 tied at 97 and 52 there at the top, guys. As you can see, Mike's got a 95 correct, or has 95 correct picks. B. Lewis at 92, myself at 90. Royce has got 89, Dale at 88, C-Dog at 87, Mr. Nosy Otter has 86, Aaron at 81. But I would like to point out to Randy, who keeps track of the spreadsheet, Leonard should technically be on top of C-Dog and Mr. Nosy Otter and Aaron because he's got 88 right. I don't care that he missed a week. He deserves to have his number up higher. So
no, the spreadsheet doesn't lie. All the people above the black line have been there every game this year. Those below the black line have missed at least 1 week of games. So that's how I do it.
Nepotism.
That's how you do it. I usually try to correct it because I think Leonard should be, when we go by wins, he's technically, while he missed a week, he still has more wins than even Aaron. So that just goes to show you how bad Aaron's doing. I'm not trying to throw Shemp under the bus tonight. That's how it works. So yeah. So that's how everybody's doing, guys. Take a screenshot if you need to. Correct Randy where he's wrong. I'm pretty sure he's wrong somewhere. But what he's not wrong about, guys, is his ironclad disclaimer that he provides us every single week. He looks like he's prepared. Randy, are you prepared to give this week's disclaimer?
I am ready.
All right, take it away.
Warning. If you plan to use our predictions, which you're about to hear, as a means to justify your own gambling bets, then you, my friend, are an idiot. We don't know what we're talking about, and you should never listen to us for gambling advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
All right, and just skimming through the live chat here, Dale says, no, it is the right way. Randy's doing it right. And Dale, this isn't your show, buddy. Don't give Randy any more ammunition than he's got, is all I'm going to say. And, here's an idea, Dad. The disclaimer needs to be on a shirt. How we haven't thought about that till week 11 of like our 4th or 5th season doing this.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea, actually. Randy would probably wear that shirt.
I think I would, yes.
Okay, and even C-Dog in the chat says he agrees. All right, if we all agree and you all going to pony up money for these shirts, we'll make it happen. All right. Oh, here we go. We have one buyer. We have one buyer for a T-shirt. All right, guys. We appreciate that so very, very much. So without further ado, we are going to take that disclaimer down, and we are going to now add to the stage our picks for this week. Dad, you went last week to start off, and that means Aaron. It now falls onto you to start things off. And yes, I know you're so prepared, as Shep tends to be in any stewed short. But let's see, I have it on the right one. I do. All right, starting with the Thursday night game, guys, as the New England Patriots will be breaking out their brand new rivalry uniforms. If you haven't seen the pictures, go check them out. They're not great. And they'll be taking on the New York Jets at Foxborough. Aaron, who do you have in this game?
If this game was in New York, I would toy with picking the Jets, but you got to go the Patriots. So they're rocking those alternate uniforms. So give me the Patriots. Addy.
Yep. I will also take the Patriots. Look, yeah, they're rocking the new uniforms. The Patriots are hot. Yes, the Jets are riding a 2-game winning streak, which is awesome. Good for them. Happy for them. But I think the streak stops in New England. These guys are a good team. Vrabel's got this team humming. I'd watch out for the Pats.
I agree. I'm going to take the Pats, so make that our first sweep of the week.
I wish I had a graphic ready to go for sweep of the week. I used to do that back in the day when we did this all in post. That was too much. But let's see what the people in the chat are saying. We got Dale, who's taking New England. C-Dog also going with the Pats. So sounds like nobody's going to be touring with the Jets like Aaron typically would. But all right, game number 2 of the week in the NFL. The first ever game in Madrid, Spain. Actually, cool location. I'm excited to see the game just from that perspective. The teams in this one, though, boy, could we have asked for 2 worse teams to match up in this game internationally. Apologies, Madrid, that this is who they've sent to you. As the Washington Commanders will take on the Miami Dolphins. Aaron, who do you see taking this one?
I don't know what to make of either team, but I think I'm going to go with Miami. They've shown a lot of fight the last couple weeks. Washington, I think, will put in a good effort, but I just think Miami's got a little bit more confidence at the moment.
Yeah, I think the Commanders have now lost 3 straight games by 21 or more points after that loss to the Lions. Something like that. I think Miami's feeling good after beating the Buffalo Bills. Yikes, what happened to them, Dale? What happened to your Bills? I know we talked about it yesterday, but woof. So I think the Dolphins come in with a little bit of a chip on there, or not a chip, but they're coming in feeling pretty confident. Mike McDaniel's out here, harassing Bills fans in his car, which I thought was hilarious. And if you saw his press conference last week, by the way, saying, hey, yeah, I live in that area, but AI is also real. So he was just having fun with the fact that he was out there toying with Bills fans. So I'm going to go with Mike McDaniels keeping his job for another week. I know they said he's got till the end of the year, but he makes a case this week. He's going to beat up the Commanders at least by 21 points again.
For whatever reason, I'm going to take the Commanders in this game.
What?
I think they're going to be upset that they lost to Detroit, and they're going to take it out on the Dolphins.
With what? They're going to punch people in the face. That one guy got suspended, remember? So
no Jaden Daniels. They're a totally different team.
True.
Yeah,
but,
I just can't believe you did that.
The big equalizer in this game is that they both have to fly to Madrid, and they're going to be out of sorts. So that kind of evens everything out.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Let's see in the chat. Lancaster going Dolphins all the way. Dale's taking the Dolphins. Hey, Sea Dog's with you, Randy. He's taking the Commanders in that one. So,
okay.
So you're not alone, at least. I'll give you that. All right, the Carolina Panthers will take on division rival Atlanta Falcons. Aaron, who you got?
Give me the Panthers. Panthers are playing pretty good right now. Falcons, I think, are still hit and miss, so give me the Panthers.
This is the quintessential matchup of two teams that I can't figure out week to week. Because the Panthers looked great beating the Packers, then they stink it up playing the Saints. The Falcons look good beating, I forget some of the teams they beat, but then they lose a heartbreaker to like the Colts after giving them a run for their money. So I don't know who to make of either of these teams. I'm going to pull the Randy special and just take the home team. I'll take Atlanta in this one.
You are very smart, son, because I am taking the Falcons also in this game.
Uh-oh. If that's what's happening, I might have to change my pick if you think that's smart. Let's see here. Let's see. Sea Dog's taking Panthers. Dale toyed with a tie for this game. Yeah, that was tempting too. He's taking the Panthers in that one. So then we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Aaron, do the Bills bounce back? Do the Bucs bounce back?
I am inclined to see the Bills bounce back more. It's a home game, another good team coming in. They can't afford to lose two straight, especially with New England at the top of that division. So I think the Bills bounce back, but it'll be a game. Baker's going to make it a game.
I agree with that practically 100%. I am also going to take the Bills. I think if the Bills manage to lose this game, and Tampa is a good team coming in, so I mean, Tampa can win this as well. I'll give them that. But I just think if the Bills lose this game, I'd be very, 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 very scared if I was a Bills fan. They were one of the hottest teams, and then they've lost a couple of head scratchers. And it makes me very concerned about them. So, Dad, who you got?
I'm also taking the Bills at home. They can't lose two in a row, even though they played like crap last week. At home, they've got to play better, and I think they will.
All right, so we got a sweep, our second one of the week. We got Lancaster taking Buffalo. Dale's taking, give me Tampa Bay. My hometown team played like dogs. Very weird seeing you pick against your Bills. And then Sea Dog's going with the Buccaneers in that one. All right, moving on to the next one. Probably should get that off the screen. All right, the Los Angeles Chargers are going to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who will be without their Heisman Trophy winner, their second overall pick in the NFL draft, Travis Hunter. Not that he's been much of an impact player, but alas, a big loss for that team regardless. Aaron, who you got?
This is a tough one because I'm not a big fan of the Chargers on the road, but Jacksonville had a little breakdown against Houston last week. So I'm going to go with LA Chargers to step in there and get a win.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers with a road win. The Chargers, well, they've also been kind of hit and miss at times. I think they are a little more on the upside. You know, they got a lot of positive stuff for that team. So I'm going to stick with the Chargers.
Make it sweep number 3. I'm taking the Chargers also.
All right. And it sounds like we got a few people in the chat also taking the Chargers. Dale's taking the Chargers in that one. Sea Dog taking Chargers, and so is Lancaster also taking the Chargers. All right. In a game that, if a meteor could hit this one and both teams managed to lose, I would be all for, as the Chicago Bears take on the Minnesota Vikings. Aaron, who's going to win this crap fest?
I want to pick the Vikings, but I just don't know if that's the right thing to do with how J.J. McCarthy's been playing. So, unfortunately, give me the Bears to go in there and get a win. I would rather see Minnesota win, but I think the Bears are playing with a lot of confidence right now.
I think Minnesota, after losing at home, I just think that this is the Vikings got to win this one.
I hope they do.
I can't in good conscience pick the Bears because the Bears are a fraud. I'm gonna tell you all again. I'll tell you every week. I don't care what the record is. The Bears are frauds. I said at the beginning of the year they will win 7 games max, and they are on that threshold. And I don't think this will be it. I think they got another one coming, and then it's going to be Slaughterfest the rest of the way. Sorry, Bears. Just telling you like I see it. The Vikings, though, as long as their defense plays really good, I think they're going to give Caleb fits. And I think McConnell, great coach, he will get JJ fixed a little bit. Maybe not perfect, but he's got to get Justin Jefferson more involved. I feel like Jefferson, while great, just hasn't been the same Justin Jefferson. He's only got a couple touchdowns on the season, I believe. I'd like to see him get more involved, and maybe this is the game after losing a tough one at home last week to a Ravens team that's stock is just going up right now. I think Minnesota bounces back.
Oh, is it my turn to talk? You've been talking for 5 minutes now. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think the Vikings defense is going to hold the Bears offense in check, and the Vikings offense is going to do just enough to get a win out of this one. So I'm taking the Vikings.
I hope you guys are right, but
I know. I do too.
All right, let's see here. Who's everybody picking? Sea-Dog's taking Vikings. Let's see. Lancaster calling for Chicago for the upset. Dale says Bears in this one. Hawkeye 07, the Vikings and Bears game is tough to pick. Decent offense versus good defense, and poor offense versus poor defense. So it's going to be a head scratcher. That's like a unstoppable force and immovable object type stuff right there. And Dale says, my speed program doesn't want to work. Take the tie, Adam. I wish I could. Oh, that's for the next game. Sea-Dog getting ahead of it. I see what you're doing, Sea-Dog, getting ahead of the picks. All right. Now we will move on to Green Bay, traveling to New York to take the Giants, who now switching out coaches. Jameis Winston now, second-string quarterback, and could start depending on what's happening with Jackson Dart this week. Aaron, who do you got?
this might be where my picks go off the rails because I've enjoyed seeing people agree with me for these first 5-6 picks. But yeah, give me the Giants and Jameis Winston to beat up on those Green Bay Packers. And I hope the Packers lose. I think that Giants defense will have a little bit more sense of urgency. They saw what the Eagles did. They have some pretty good players on that D line. So give me the Giants upset. What's the worst that can happen? I go 0-15 this week.
You know, it's not often that when I come into a picks, thing that I have a game in mind that I'm going to go with. And darn it, if Aaron didn't steal my thunders, I'm going to pick the New York Giants to upset the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay looks like crap. Green Bay plays like the cheese they are mimicking half the time. They got a bunch of holes, and I don't like them, and they stink. So I'm going with the Giants. Look, I don't know the stat at the top of my head, but every time a team swaps out head coaches, there's usually a likelihood that they pull the win. So watch out for those pesky Giants this week.
Well, you are right about a new head coach sometimes leads them to a win, but not this week. Give me the Packers. But I would love to see the Giants in an upset. So I'll take that loss here, but I'm picking the Packers to win.
If it was Russell Wilson at quarterback, I probably wouldn't have picked the Giants. Jackson Dart, for sure, I would have picked him. But something about Jameis. Maybe Jameis has one of those insane games with Mike Kafka.
We can only hope. The kind of game that we talk about years from now, like, you remember that time the Giants fired their coach and then Jameis Winston just went in and balled out and then the next week, like throws for 20 yards. Like that's the Jameis Winston we know and love, right?
That's what I hope, because the Giants play the Lions next week, and I'll be at that game. So I would
see.
love to see Jameis Winston get
That
20 yards.
timeline works perfectly then. I love that scenario. All right. Sea Dog is taking Green Bay. Dale is saying give him Green Bay in this game. It should we make a bet on how many interceptions Winston throws? No, because the limit does not exist for what it could be. Hawkeye 07 says it's Aaron's weekly WTF pick. And for those out there watching, if you want to sponsor Aaron's weekly WTF pick, send us an email to info@theworldoffootball.com. Just put Aaron's pick in there, and we would gladly let you sponsor Aaron's weekly head scratcher.
But maybe we finally got a shtick.
You got a shtick. It's taken us some time, but we finally got it, everybody. Aaron's WTF pick. I'll have to come up with a video for it now. All right, Lancaster's going with Green Bay. He cannot see a situation, even with an interim coach, that the Giants pull an upset. My friend, have you ever heard of Jameis Winston? He is like the ultimate we don't know what he's going to do card. And he could easily win this game. Oh, boy. And Hawkeye 7 says, check the Snow Boys for concussions. I love Jameis and will be watching him. All right. Final game on this first half of the slate. Cincinnati taking on Pittsburgh. Dad, who you got? Or sorry, Aaron first.
Give me the Steelers. No real analysis on this one.
Yeah, I think Steelers are just good enough to bounce back and win this one at home.
I agree with the Steelers. Yep. They're going to win it.
All right. That is our fourth sweep so far?
Fourth sweep, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then we're going to switch over to the second half of the picks. Let me just make sure everything looks all hunky-dory over there. Pretty much. All right. And let's start off the second half. Oh, I got to read some people's picks. We got Lancaster going Pittsburgh. Sea Dog taking the Bengals. And Dale says, give him Pittsburgh in this one. All right. Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. Aaron, who do you got?
Give me Houston. That defense is too good.
Let's see if I could find the right page. Yes, I will also take Houston if I could find my stuff. There we go. 2 Houstons, please. I just don't trust the Titans yet. That one didn't want to go.
Maybe you're supposed to pick the Titans.
Nope, not today.
Well, I'm also taking the Texans, so make it sweep number 5.
All right, sweep number 5.
Feeling good about these picks this week. All the agreeing we're doing.
Oh yeah, makes me think the opposite's going to happen. All right, Lancaster's taking Houston. Sea Dog's taking Houston. Dale, nobody's going to pick Tennessee in this game. Come on, you might be right about that. All right, let's see here. The San Francisco 49ers will take on the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. Aaron,
give me the San Francisco 49ers. No Marvin Harrison Jr. Niners just lost, so they need to bounce back to keep pace with the Rams and Seahawks. Pretty easy.
Yep, so easy. In fact, I'm not going to say much else other than 49ers win.
Well, I disagree. I'm taking the Cardinals in this game.
Why?
That's what I wrote down a couple of days ago when I went through the list, and I'm not changing my mind. Cardinals.
All right, you heard him, folks. Very decisive there. We got, give me San Francisco, 49ers, and 49ers. So, Randy, you might be the odd man out in this one.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
his
on
picks
an island all by myself.
His picks have been pretty good lately, so who knows?
I mean, he is at the top of the leaderboard for a reason. All right.
So I go 14-1. Big deal.
Yeah, I we'll see about that. All right, the Seattle Seahawks traveling to Los Angeles to take on the Rams, who will be wearing their new midnight mode uniforms. Aaron, who you got?
This could be the game of the week. I know I think 2/3 of the panel think it's the Lions-Eagles game, but this could be the game of the week. Give me the Rams to stay hot. I think Seattle's a good team, but I think this will be a really big test for them.
Yeah, look, we all know we're all Matty Stafford fans, I think, here. I think that's easy to say. I love Matt. I think he's great. I love that he's having success out there in LA. And the Rams Seahawks are one of the top 2 teams in the league this year. But I think I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Seahawks. So I'm going to be a little bit of a contrarian. This is a coin flip game. But because Aaron went, I probably would have done the opposite no matter what. But I'm going to go Seahawks. But this should be a heck of a game. Probably, like I would even say yes, probably the game of the week, because even though I would second would probably be Lions, Eagles, I have some question marks around the Lions Eagles one.
Well, I'm with Aaron. I'm going to take the Rams in this game.
All right, that's easy doing there. Let me just put that in there for you. All right. That means we're going to move on. Baltimore will be traveling to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Aaron, who do you got?
Can I really make 2 WTF picks in 1 week? I don't think so. I'm going Ravens.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Ravens too. Ravens stock's going up. Cleveland stock is literally going down the toilet for their namesake.
Sweep, Ravens.
Yes. All right. And my apologies, Chet. I will go back to review the last couple games. We do have a Rams pick, a Seattle pick, and a Rams pick. Then we got for this one, Ravens, Baltimore, and Baltimore. So it sounds like everybody's feeling Baltimore. Nobody's feeling the Browns, huh? Nobody wants to take the Browns. All right. Cincinnati. Not Cincinnati. That's Kansas City is traveling to Denver to take on the Broncos in an AFC West matchup. This game is actually pretty huge in terms of their division. If the Broncos can win, they pretty much, I would darn near say, probably take the division. Aaron, who you got, though?
Yeah, this is up there for game of the week too. I mean, Broncos have a division lead they're trying to hold on to. The Chiefs up and coming, so I think this is a real test for the Broncos to see if they're contenders. So I think the Chiefs go in and spoil it for them. The Chiefs is the Chiefs.
Chiefs is the Chiefs, and aren't they coming off of a bye? I think Andy Reid's pretty good when he comes off of a bye, and Denver, just for whatever reason, just can't get it all together. They find ways to win, but boy, are they tough to watch. And I don't know if I trust Bo Nix. I don't know if I trust him. So I'm going to go with Chiefs.
Another sweep. I'm taking the Chiefs.
Okay. And this might be one of the more divisive ones because in the chat, we got a Broncos pick, another Broncos pick, and he's going to do a Randy thing, and he's going to go with the home team, and that's Denver. So Dale also going. So we got 3 people taking the Broncos, and we're all taking Chiefs. So things going to get real interesting. And then Hawkeye 07, I'd love for the Chiefs to lose, but their season is on the line. That's another thing, too. Chiefs got to win.
Yep.
And like I said, Andy Reid off of a bye, I would take that 9 times out of 10. That Andy Reid's going to have his team buttoned up, ready to go.
Yeah, but you're talking Bo Nix versus Patrick Mahomes? No. Mahomes.
Well, we'll find out. That's why they play the games, Randy. All right. The Detroit Lions travel to Philadelphia for Sunday Night Football. Aaron, who you got?
I'm debating on being a homer. I'm debating on going out on a limb, but I can see the Lions falling just short in this game. Give me Philly.
Is that the first time this year you've picked against Detroit?
I think I picked the Ravens and see how that worked out. So either way, it's a good thing for me.
Look, I'm not going to dispute that Philly's a good team, but with Applebee's manager, Dan Campbell, calling the plays with the spectacles at the end of his nose, I'm feeling pretty confident that Detroit's going to go in here and win this game. If you would have asked me before that Packers game on Monday Night Football that the Eagles played, I would have. I was all about picking the Eagles to probably beat Detroit. But now, I'm feeling pretty good about the Lions. Is it going to be tough? Sure. But Dan Campbell, he's the man. Randy, are you there? Uh-oh, I think his internet freeze up. You there, Randy?
Oh, no.
his brand new internet that he got installed today, by the way, everybody. Randy does have fancy new internet.
That new
So,
Spectrum.
Randy, hello. Bueller?
We know he's going to pick the Lions. Let's let the Lions.
I don't know. We don't know that for certain. We don't know that for certain. I can't make that call. But I don't know what's happening with Randy. Randy, I'm going to take you out for right now. Maybe you need to log out and log back in if you can hear us still. But we'll skip Randy for now. Then we'll come back
my
to
audio's
Randy.
gone.
Your audio's gone?
I guess I'll come out and join back in too.
You do the same thing. I will go through and I'll read the chats. Yeah, I don't know what it is with this program. They've added some new features the last couple of days, guys, and it's just Aaron's also had this problem the whole time. So I'll go through. I'll read your guys' chats here. What do we got? Let's see. Dale says, well, this is the toughest game on the slate, but sorry, boys, I have to go with the Eagles. I don't blame you. I really don't. But I feel in Detroit this week. Lancaster's also going with Philly. Let's see. Hawkeye 07. Can I just not pick the game? I think we can win, but Philly will be tough. Welcome back, Aaron. And
Dog
is also going with the Lions. So Randy still has not come back into the chat. So we will move on without him. We'll leave his picks blank then, Aaron, until he gets back, wherever he is, somewhere off in the ether. But Monday Night Football, guys, a real gem of a game we're going to get. Luckily, if you guys have YouTube TV, you don't even have to bother watching this game because it's not there. Let's see. So, Aaron, who do you got? Dallas or Las Vegas?
Give me the Raiders. Hopefully Ashton Genty has a big old game for the Raiders. I'm not sold on the Cowboys yet still, but we'll see what happens.
I don't know. Between these two teams, I'll take Dallas all day long. I mean, sure, Dallas's defense stinks, but man, the Raiders are terrible too. They just can't do nothing right. Randy messaged us. He said he lost his internet. We'll see if we can get him back or if that's it for him tonight. Let's see.
Tell him to text you his picks at least.
Yeah. Last two picks, Randy. Send them in. But while we wait on Randy, what's everybody else think about this Monday night game? We got Real Lancasters taking Las Vegas. Sea Dogs thinking Cowboys. Dale says, well, this is the toilet bowl. This game this week, give me Las Vegas. That's very true. I'm not looking forward to that one. Hawkeye, so now that Randy's gone, how much fantasy football are we going to talk about?
I already mentioned Ashton Genty.
The moment fantasy football gets brought up in the chat, Randy suddenly appears.
No fantasy football.
There you go. See, he came in to snuff that right out. No hesitation.
I don't know what happened there. I lost my internet for a minute. But in the Lions game, I am taking the Lions. If anybody saw that, the end of the was it the Monday night game? Both of those offenses looked awful. The play calling was terrible. It was a 10-7 game. They both should have lost that game. That gave me the good feeling that Detroit can go in there and win against the Eagles, because the Eagles were tough up until now. But after seeing that game last week, no, Detroit can handle them now.
Yeah, well, Detroit can win. I just feel like it'll be the Eagles who pull it out. I hope I'm wrong, but
we shall see. And then, Dad, we already went and made our Monday night pick. Who you got between Cowboys Raiders?
I'm going with the Cowboys.
Boo.
Okay. We'll say, hey, if Shemp's going to sit over there and boo, then we must have done something right. And then on bye this week, the Indianapolis Colts and New Orleans Saints. So that is it for the picks, guys. Fun night again. Again, sorry for the late startup time. Next week we should be back to practically normal. But yeah, a lot of other stuff going on behind the scenes, guys. I wasn't going to do this, but hey, be on the lookout for our Michigan Arsenal show this weekend. I don't have a graphic for it outside of if you did miss it. I wasn't even going to do this. Oh, it's not even in my my button, so I can't do it, Randy. I was going to play our Michigan Arsenal intro, but it's not in my buttons. I have different presets for each of the different shows. It's not in there.
They can go check all of our socials. It's on there.
Nice
there
plug.
You go. Way to plug. Way to plug, Randy. Now tell them when the fantasy football show starts so they can stop hounding us about that one.
When hell freezes over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard him. And with that, guys, we bid you all a good evening. Good luck with your picks this week. Enjoy watching football as long as YouTube TV allows you to watch those games, because it ain't ending anytime soon, it looks like, because ESPN and Disney are a bunch of greedy mother truckers. And if you would like to sponsor Aaron's WTF Pick of the Week, please, again, send that email to info@theworldoffootball.com. Header Aaron's WTF Picks, our new segment here on the show. Yep, Lancaster says, stay safe. Hawkeye 07, look up weather in Hell, Michigan. Don't tempt Randy with checking the weather station, Kyle.
You know, you might remember this, Adam, that I took all you kids to Detroit one time when you were on spring break, and we drove through Hell, Michigan. And therefore, I can literally say that I've been through hell in a minivan with 4 kids.
Wow. I thought we were going to end the show the other way, but now I guess, well, thanks a lot, Mo. I guess that's how we're going to end this week's show. So, that wonderful story. All right, guys. Seriously, we appreciate you all. Leave your picks in the comments of this video or in the community. Oh, that's right. I didn't set up the community tab this week. That is on me, fellas. All on me. Leave them in the comments here. I'll make a post in the community tab next week. My apologies. So until next week, guys, we'll try to do a better job because life happens. And we're getting pretty busy over here at the World of Football. A lot of stuff behind the scenes that I can't talk about. Randy and Aaron know we got stuff happening over here. So, all right, guys, have a good one. We'll see you all next week. Enjoy watching that football.